Hello, my wonderful subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I really appreciate it. For some people that have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. All right. For some of our African people that live in abroad, be it Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Cameroon, come closer. What I'm about to share is very important to you. If you are living in abroad, please try to remember home. You are working, you are making money. Even if it is $1,000, $2,000, £3,000, please remember home. Eat some and invest some back home for your retirement plan. The way the world is going right now, anything can happen. If you can remember that the visa policy is changing all over the world, immigration policy is changing all over the world. Even if you have American citizenship or that country's citizenship, remember it's not your home country. Remember that you have a root somewhere. The way things are changing, honestly, those people don't want any foreigners in their country. And if you can remember, you look where that the place you migrated to is a country full of diversity. A lot of people from different parts of the world come there for greater pasture. You are someone that has citizenship. You have a root. Remember the root. Because if anything happened there, the only place that will be your backup plan is your home country. So if you are spending, please, even if it's small, no matter how small it is, go back to your home country. Invest in landed property. Have house. Have basic shelters of life is very important. The world is going to a trajectory that we cannot predict. Some of us see what happened in US with immigration. Now it happened in UK. Now a lot of countries hasn't adopted it. That means that we are not safe. So please remember home. That's the first one. 2, please. You see that your job that you think that you can work it to the end of the time is a lie. Remember, someone has been there working before you. And where are they? Maybe old age has caught up with them, or maybe something has caught up with them that's not enabling them to keep working there. Remember to invest back home for your retirement. You cannot invest in that society. Yeah, because the society has been saturated with lack of opportunity. Your money can work for you back in your home country, in Africa, but your money cannot work for you in abroad. In Africa, we have a lot of problems, but many of us are running away from this problem. But this problem you are seeing in Africa, those problems are money. But in abroad, those problems has been solved. You cannot benefit from them. They are just solve the problem. Some of us run away from Africa thinking, oh, it's filled with problems. It's filled with this, that, and that. That is money. You see that problem you are seeing, that is money. Like in Nigeria, lack of electricity, a lack of constant power supply is a problem. You can face it and you can make money from it. That is money. We have food insecurity in many African countries. That is money. There are a lot of problems, like Africa is filled with a lot of life problems. That is money. But a lot of us run away from it. But we have Chinese, we have Koreans, we have Japanese. They come down to Africa with their investment. They come down to Africa with their businesses looking for market in Africa. They knew that that is where the money lies because their own country has been developed. They don't need all these things. They have solved the problem. That problem you are running away from your country is the money. You are running away from money. Remember the road that led you home. Invest back home is very important. There are people that lived in abroad, but they don't prepare for their old age. Right now, they are regretting it. Let me tell you guys a life story of my mom's eldest brother that is now late. This man went abroad when US was that dream country America wonders. As of 80, this man has been living in US for a long time. But when this man migrated to US, he went there and he forgot home. He started living in a state of New Jersey in those days. What they use in those days is RAN telephone that maybe one person will have it in the whole of the community. And there is nothing like smartphone, or the only thing that is accessible more than is letter, email, posting of letter. That is how my mom's family communicated with their eldest brother back then in abroad. This man went there and he forgot home. And we are not in a computer age now where you can pick up phone and call. Oh, it's like you forgot home. You have to be thinking about home. What about old age? Can you survive it? He got married to an American woman and he started living an American dream. But one mistake he made was that he forgot home. He didn't invest. He kept living his life. He was enjoying his life in America. He forgot home, forgot that he's Africa. He forgot that his lifestyle from where he came from is quite different from where he is. But there are some people that forgot their roots quite easily. My mom's brother was one of them. So he kept living there. Things were moving fine. He had kids there. Until old age caught up with him. That he was bedridden, he can no longer move. At a point, that was when my mom's family started hearing information that has been a critical situation. And he cannot sustain himself there. Ask me where the kids are. They are full grown up. And they're no longer living with him. Some of them are looking for their own greener pasture in US with their own family. Some of them are living with their beloved ones. It could not be wife, but their partner. So, only one of them took their mother and the father is left behind because he has become vegetable. He can't move. He's bedridden to an extent that he even exhausted his life insurance. He can sustain himself. Then when his condition becomes critical, that was the time people start suggesting to him to move back to Africa, that he can survive in Africa than in US. It's not that Africa is better than US. No, there are ways we are better. There are ways US is quite better. And people that live in America know what I'm talking about, because America is a society full of bills. It's not that you don't need money to survive in Africa. It's not that we don't pay bills. No. But in America, you pay your bills as it goes. But in Africa, you see your family members that can help out to accommodate you, give you some basic need of life free of charge. But in America, nothing is free. So that was when my mom's own brother started thinking about coming back home. But this man, remember, he put nothing back home. He invests nothing back home. A single plot of land he doesn't have back home. So coming back home, where will he stay without his condition? Will he start living in his siblings that he abandoned years ago? It was a very tedious decision to make. Staying back in America, he's not getting it well. Coming back to Africa, he has nothing left. And that is why I advise people to invest. When the condition was too critical that he has no option than to push himself back to Nigeria, he moved down to Nigeria and the family welcomed him. He came back, nothing. The only thing he finds himself is old house their father built in 60s. That is where he just packed his bag and started living in the one-room apartment made for him. And it was hectic. This man didn't live long in Africa and he just died. Because of what? He noticed that he chose the wrong path. This is not a path he should have chosen. He should have built things back home that will enable him to live like king. So you out there living in a foreign country, remember the road that led you home.